Black Compass Media back live with another one. Shout out to the people that's out there right now. Backpack Bro checking in with everybody, man. How's everybody doing? Whole society, man. Here with my
Yo, what's goody, man? Polo checking in. I'm in the building. We here. This is a special one too.
Oh yeah. No, this is gonna be a great episode. This is a perfect situation, Polo. This is good.
Yeah, I'm a bar guy. So this is a perfect guy, you know.
Yeah, so all the bar guys pull up, man. We got none other than himself, the Kingpin.
Yeah.
Fresh off
in the building. Black Compass, what up?
Yo, what's good, man? Fresh off. First off, man, how does it feel, man? Finally, preparing for K-Shine for as amount of time you've been preparing, and it's over. How does it feel?
Feels good, man. Went exactly as I hoped. Exactly as I hoped.
Yeah, we got a lot to talk about with that, man. You seem a little bit jet lagged. That 3 hours got to you. Yeah, I know the look. I know.
Yeah, I'm a little tired, but
okay.
The adrenaline is still going.
Okay.
Yeah, I could imagine. What? What's your hold on real quick? Let me just tweet this out and then let me tweet this out.
Yeah. We'll tweet it out, and everybody's in society too. Make sure y'all subscribe and things like that, man. Everybody that's pulled up right now. You know what I mean? We're going to have all of the things all the contact info is going to be there. We're going to get to a lot of questions and things like that. We'll have Q&A. You guys will be able to come up here and speak your piece to Chilla Jones. A lot of y'all owe apologies too, but we're going to get to that.
That's a fact.
Including one of our other hosts.
Oh yeah. We're going to talk to him. But yeah, it's a such thing in Latin called the mea culpa. You know what I'm saying? Because now, because you came in, and before all this started, we rewind and all the slander, all the just doing that KOTD and stuff like that. You stepped in, you battled the greats. Now battled the top brass at URL. Now this K-Shine battle, is this a sense of like catharsis? Is this closure for you? Is this like I've completed the mission? What's up?
Nah, I think the mission is far from complete, but I definitely think that this was a key battle in that mission. Very key battle in that mission. Mission not really complete until we get to Lux.
Ooh.
That's the final boss in this game. That's when it's mission complete. However, getting there starts with proving that I can hang with the elites of the elites. There was probably nobody in battle rap on a hotter streak with more momentum, with a dangerous skill set. Like, K-Shine is. I have so much respect for K-Shine as a competitor, as a battler.
Right.
He's so seasoned from coming up with Dot Mob, being in Lion's Den. The original URL class, Summer Madness 1, Gnomes, yeah, man. It's just
originally I seen that this was actually supposed to be on Super Fights. Did this help, being that it was pushed back? Did that help with the writing, or did you add
100%.
anything new?
100%. It definitely added to it, because had it gone down on the Super Fights, we would have only had maybe 12 days to get ready.
Oh. Okay.
It would have been a very, very short window of time for us to get strapped up.
Yeah.
So yeah, those extra 2 weeks were key. For me, at least I can speak for me. It was very key. You know what I'm saying? For me to be able to put these rounds together the way I put them together, and to get them to a point where I was comfortable with them.
Right.
It literally took me every moment up into the battle to get to that point.
So what does you don't have to give anything away here, but alterations, like the intensity of the alterations to the rhymes and things like that, is it just incorporating current events? Are we switching around whole stanzas? Like what's your process sort of when you got that extra window to write?
I mean, honestly, I try to. I always have a vision for all of my rounds. I always have an objective for all of my rounds. You know what I'm saying? With B dot, you know, my objective for every round was to present to the people a scenario that paints him in the light of a hypocrite. So that's why I kept, you know, with the walking contradiction thing in that battle. That was the underlying theme, and that was my objective in every round. In this battle, my objective in every round of this battle was to make people care less about his style of performance.
Yeah.
You know, we're already in an environment and in a setting where, you know, the raps mean the most, right?
Yeah.
I felt like if I can take away his ability to perform and be electric and have his energy influence the way people are calling the battle, he didn't have a chance. And I think with the way that my matrix scheme came across, I think with the way that the default.
Wait, Paul. How did
Chilla,
you come
you
up with this matrix scheme? You can't just go over that one.
Gotta address the matrix, man.
How did you come? What? How did you like? What was the thought process behind that one? How you connected the woman in the red dress? You not programmed. Like, what was the? How did you do all that? I need
lenses is not connected to the ears. Like, let's talk about it, Chilla. We gotta understand.
Yo, so honestly, I felt like I needed to conceptually be very strong, very strong. I said something leading up to the battle, which was K-Shine can't put material together the way that I do. It's his pen. He's not able to. I said that in the, I think with URL Primetime. And K-Shine repeated it at the face-off and kind of used it as a point of motivation.
Right.
But this is what I meant. That scheme is an example of what I meant by, you know, he can't do what I do. So for me, it was very important to show that difference out the gate.
Right.
Out the gate. Not only am I going to make people care less about the way you're performing, I'm going to show a clear, elevated difference in our ability to put concepts together. I wanted to do that out the gate.
Yeah, we've had like we have some of the high top pens we interview real sick, and everybody I noticed Danger Zone, everybody have like a unique style of writing down their bars, writing down their schemes. How do you go about writing down like your schemes? Do you write one thing on one side of the page and then follow it on the left? Like, how do you go about it?
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, I mean the process for me, it depends how I'm putting it together. I use the matrix scheme though, since that's what we're on. So for the matrix scheme, it was literally just a process of me coming up with different matrix themed punches that connected directly to K-Shine.
Oh, okay.
So the first thing I did was, think about, I think the first one I thought of in the scheme was Neo in the hallway and putting 5 in front of every shot. That was the first part of it that I even thought of, and that was an easy connection with him being a blood and blah blah blah. And then I said, okay, he's a blood, red, bitch in red. Boom. Put that together. Then I thought of what else is red? Red pill, blue pill. Okay, pilling in both hands. Boom. Put that together. You know what I'm saying? And so the process itself is literally just, how can I take this iconic, memorable scene or part of the Matrix and tie it into K-Shine? How can I draw a parallel?
Right.
Once I had a good foundation of things, and I'll be honest with y'all, the original version is the entire round. The entire round is a Matrix scheme.
What made you decide to cut it off?
Because A, for somebody who hasn't seen the movie, I felt like I would automatically lose the round.
Yeah.
B, you know my reputation. Schemes are drawn out. Schemes are too long. Now, mind you, this scheme is incredible, but I would rather leave it at a point where people are wanting more.
Yeah.
Than where people are full. I never want you to be full off of a Chilla battle, whether it's from material, whether it's from any particular thing. I need to give people just enough to where they're like, I wish that scheme was a little longer. That's the perfect spot that I want people to be at when I do my schemes. I wish it was a little bit more to it. Then that's the perfect place.
Okay. Damn.
Yeah. Even the setup, like I seen ciphers kill you and you the one plugged next.
That was crazy.
I'm just like it. And so for me, as a person who's seen the movie a bunch of times, it's like, oh nah, he tripping. You know what I'm saying? So that I had a moment, but I'm glad that you didn't draw it out too much. Now, second and third, I thought was a talk where we talked about. I love writer's block, but holding them down is what held me back. You connected that to the Cave Gang and Tay Roc, and I felt like, all right, we getting somewhere different. You know what I'm saying? Like rounds 2 and 3, it was more. I felt like it was the angle was there.
Yeah.
You still had the punch, but it was more angle based. Was you preparing to be like, all right, Sean usually comes out in the first. He's always high energy. He goes crazy. Second and third. Was that like, all right, I need to talk now? Like, you know what I'm saying? What was the process going to those rounds?
Right. My process, honestly, was, like I said, the objective for every round was to make his performance seem less significant. So, although I took 3 different approaches, it was the same goal and the same agenda, just different ways of doing it, right? The first round, the Matrix scheme makes his performance seem less impactful because conceptually it's so different and it's so engaging. The second round was the default angle. The default angle, shout out to Kid Chaos, the default angle was meant to make K-Shine style look like the generic prototype of what every new up and coming battle rapper is trying to be and trying to do. And then we'll get into the third round, but with the second round, I really, Tony, just felt like I wanted to talk to not only K-Shine, but I wanted to talk to a lot of the up and coming battlers in the game. So everything that I'm saying to K-Shine is just straight, pure advice that any up and comer can take and run with. It was, being in cliques, hold your ability to brand yourself back. It was, instead of worrying about, instead of putting so much energy into your image, put half of that energy into your craft. It was show some creativity and diversity in your content. Don't just give us the gun bars. Don't just give us the headshot. Give us a little more. You know what I'm saying? And so, with the second round, I did the default angle. Then I did the imitation where I rap like that, chest shot, leg shot. And then I wrap it up at the end with the, you would be dope with a little more substance added. So get low with the ratchet, do the busted challenge. So it was really intended for me to just show people like, you guys talk about Shine like he's this and he's that, but he has a lot of striking similarities to the person that we call Default, the person Kid Chaos describes. He has a lot of those similarities. Let me draw this parallel. It makes K-Shine look less like a veteran and less like a, you know what I'm saying, like a solidified person in this culture.
Let me ask you something first. Before everybody hit the likes, if you want to build them, got 100. Everybody hit the likes, please. Thank you. K-Shine said on Champagne with the Champs, he basically said that he felt he was rapping out of pace, like he came to your pace, and that's one of the big reasons why he lost. What in your critique, without giving away how to defeat Chilla Jones, what do you feel was wrong with how K-Shine approached you?
I feel like he overthought it. I feel like he like the shine I got wasn't. I don't think it was the shine that anybody expected. The shine I expected was gonna be bouncing all over the room. Was gonna be rapping 120 miles per hour, was gonna be in my face, was gonna be dancing, sliding, doing all the, you know what I'm saying? Like, I expected, because of my style of performance and how laid back I am, I expected him to be especially energetic, to perform especially well and exaggerating. Instead we got this kind of like robotic pace and like this, say a bar and then pause for a minute and then, say another bar with a little bit of wordplay and pause a little more. And like, it wasn't, it seemed like he overthought the battle a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think that's rare for K-Shine to do. And I mean, I get it. You're battling me in a small room. I get it. I get the idea of trying to be strategic and do something different. But I think if Shine would have just did Shine, I think it just would have been like probably just a preference thing. You know what I'm saying? He would have been performance heavy, and his fans would have loved it. And my fans would have loved my shit still. And I think it would have been more of like a split down the middle.
Yeah.
I think the fact that he deviated away so far from what he usually does, I think that's really what cost him the battle.
Right. I think it's a case of he had been winning so much. And by the way, Agent 47 Hitman did a number on him, crazy. But it's crazy. But even well, first of all, let me just preface this.
Chess wasn't that bad either, man. To go back.
But yeah, no, Chess wasn't. But I think it becomes like, all right, I know I can defeat people with delivery and with the stage presence. Let me see if I can meet him with the pen. You know what I'm saying? And I don't like, so it's almost he had to create this artificial challenge for himself. You know what I'm saying? And I think he kind of got into that mode where it's like, all right, I can write with him. And to me, that's not a winning proposition over the last 3 years. That's not how you've been beating people, really. There's a couple people who got him, with the bars, but it's that performance, that A1 charisma. Did you feel like you was up 2-0? Is that why you laughed at him? Let's go back to you was petty with the laughing at K-Shine at the second. Like,
he was petty.
He said that.
He was petty by even saying that he was petty. I laughed not because like I felt like I was up 2-0, because at that point, Tony, I didn't even rap my second yet. He had just rapped his second, and it was the bottom of the second on me, and he said 2-0 before I could even rap. So that's what made me laugh.
That's what
was like, oh, you so you think I can't win this round?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see what happens. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
That was really why I laughed though.
Okay.
I've been campaigning for like a lot of the pen guys, that the small room versus the main stage. And I don't get why people always act like you can't handle a performer when you started your year off flat against Twerk, and that's one of the craziest battles to me. And Twerk was you went against a solid Twerk. That wasn't like a slouch. Like, that was a Twerk that was
he was wild.
He
was wild.
Do you feel like for example, do you feel like certain artists like a Hitman or one of the, I'm sorry, put them on the spot, do you feel like they'll be able to survive in this no crowd, just small room, just penmanship era? I call this the pen era.
I mean, probably not with me. Maybe with other people. You know what I'm saying? Maybe with other battlers. It's just different for me, man. I don't think anybody without a pen is gonna beat me in a small room. I don't even think people with pens are gonna beat me in a small room. But without a pen, I definitely don't feel like you have a chance. You kind of have to be the right mix. B-Dot was the right mix. His first round was incredible. Obviously, if he gets his material out, I think we have a really good classic. But if you're not of that B-Dot, Nitty, JC, Twerk, Av type of, new DNA type of mold, it's gonna be tough, man. It's gonna be tough to do anything with me in this type of setting.
I see you took a shot at Tay Roc. Is that something you'll be entertaining?
Absolutely. I've wanted that battle for a little while, and that's just for the respect level that I have for Roc. I think Roc is incredible. Although we talk a lot about Daylight in their battle, I thought that was the best Roc that I had seen in a long time.
Yeah, his second round was fire on the go back.
Insane. Even though I had Daylight, I feel like Roc probably would have beat anybody else on that card with that performance.
For sure.
So, I think me versus that type of Tay Roc in a small room can be a really fire battle. But yeah, Roc is definitely on the list.
Who else?
Lux obviously is on the list.
Oh, we're gonna get the Lux. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
we definitely.
Oh yeah.
Verb definitely on the list.
Even after even after the
for sure. That's a legacy one though.
What, you just want to beat on the old timer?
That's a
Nah,
that's
look.
Nah, it's not even that. I mean, Verb just will have two options. You have to start eating chicken again, or lose. I mean, it's up to him. It's up to him. You know what I'm saying? But although he wasn't great, versus Tay Roc, and he hasn't shaking shit up in a little bit, I think, in the minds of a lot of the fans. That's a legacy one for me, man. He's the only one to battle Mook and Roc within 9 months and arguably win both. I understand that his, recent performances leave a little bit to be desired from a lot of us, but it's still, that's still Verb. You know what I'm saying?
Now, I had we on my we had a crazy debate, and people, so a lot of fans and some other media members, they felt Verb wasn't loud enough after he beat Murder Mook, after he beat Loaded Lux. Do you, as you somebody also, you beat K-Shine, you didn't want to read the polls, votes live, you kind of was like whatever. How do you feel about that? Like, do you feel Verb was too quiet after he beat Lux and Mook?
That's a good question, man. I don't. It's hard to say because I from where I'm from, I always feel like Lux and Mook are the top of the food chain, right?
Right.
Where do you go from there? You battle Verb and Mook in 9 months. Where do you go? You know what I'm saying? It's a little different for me, battling K-Shine, because there are still levels that I can get to. There's still the Surfs, the Hitmans, the Hollows, there's still tiers, that I can get to. But I think it's a little different for Verb in that situation, because it's almost like, where do you go from there? You got Hollow on your resume, you got Clips on your resume, you got Lux on your resume, you got Mook on your resume. So you get them off your list, you put them on your resume. What are you supposed to be loud about? Like, who do you call out?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As far as me and K-Shine goes, for me, as far as the votes.
Nah, man,
don't do that.
Close, man.
Listen, man. Surf had me mad as hell. I ain't gonna lie. When he said you ain't gonna get around, I thought Surf was absolutely great. Like, Surf was acting like Ryan Hollins this whole weekend.
Let's talk about
like what?
On a personal note, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because like we said, the contrast is with Verb. Verb came in wanting to prove something, and he accomplished that mission with the Midwest. We can rap too. He had us on notice. I'm gonna say this, Verb. If you see this, bro, when y'all came out, I was like, oh hell nah, we gotta get right, because they bugged.
Facts.
Yeah,
he proved it though. He did it. He got to the mountaintop. You still got tears to climb. But let's talk about the peers though. Because for 4 battles in a row, I think Surf, who's dope, has said, you know what? I don't think Jones is gonna get this. I don't think, and I know that they the brotherhood and they do a lot of that. So it's part of the motivation for you is to shut those guys up or to tell them to give you a seat at that table.
I don't even think you need a seat at that table.
Yeah, I mean, fuck the table. I don't care about the table. But I definitely feel I don't know if disrespect is the right word, but it's definitely a form of disrespect. Like to say that I'm gonna lose every round in a small room, right? If this is Chilla Jones and K Shine on a big stage in front of thousands of people, okay, cool. You got me losing every round of K Shine in front of 5,000 people.
Yeah.
Fine. Okay. I can see why. Like logically, I know what K Shine does and what he's capable of. I get it. We are in a small room.
Yeah.
Right? And this is me, right? Chilla JC, Chilla Daylight, Chilla Nitty, Chilla Twerk, Chilla Iron, Chilla Math, Chilla, like I can keep going. But this is me, right? In a small room.
Right.
And you don't have me winning one round. You didn't say you didn't think I would win the battle.
Right.
You didn't say I would lose the battle clearly. You took it a step further than that. I won't win one round.
That was crazy.
That was crazy. That was crazy to me. As a professional, that was crazy to me. That it almost made me feel like you going into a Super Bowl and you say, yeah, I think they're gonna win by 28. I go, what? You got a team beating me by 4 scores?
Right. By 4.
Like, I'm not gonna put a point up. That's crazy. But a lot of it.
He said he did it for motivation. Do you really feel that was for motivation? That I was just a little.
He don't give a fuck about my motivation. He did it. He did. He don't.
Yeah.
He
bullshit.
I think a lot of times Surf does it to the hot takes, right? He likes the hot takes.
Yeah.
It's easier to have those hot takes against the people like me, the people like Danny, the people like, it's easy to have those hot takes because he's not going to say in any scenario, no matter where we're battling, he would never say out of his mouth, I got K-Shine losing every round respectfully. We could be battling in the middle of Boston at a Jones family reunion. And he would never say that K-Shine is not going to win a round. Ever. So I think a small part of Surf's outlandishness sometimes is him trying to take these hot takes. You know what I'm saying? Like he wants to try to prove himself to be smarter than everybody else by predicting something totally off the wall, thinking that if it actually happens, he gets to prove he's smarter than the average. You know what I'm saying? But bruh,
yeah,
that wasn't a safe bet.
Yeah,
that wasn't a safe bet. Right. Nobody can beat me 3 rounds clearly in a small room.
Talk about it. This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
For 2021, man. I was telling Danger, y'all cannot be this humble, man. Y'all gotta let people know, like, Surf, you're bugging. Come on now, stop it.
I'm the pandemic era. This is a pandemic era.
I like that.
Sure.
Pandemic. I like that.
Pandemic era. Absolutely.
How do you feel that? How do you feel about T-Top statement calling that, like, I kind of feel like this is aimed towards you, even though it's aimed towards Nuka. I kind of feel like he kind of was taking a shot at you. Also, he called y'all the COVID babiys. That was kind of funny.
That's hilarious.
What do you feel about that? Like, I personally feel like the main stage and this stage, I don't feel like that's gonna make much of a difference. If you're nice, you're nice. Like, what do you feel about that?
I mean, I feel the same way. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know a separation between like a big stage and a small room. Where I'm from, you got to be able to do both. Right. It's not people who are gaining momentum now, or people who are separating themselves now, or finding success in this era. There's no indication that they're not gonna find success when the stages come back. You know what I mean? It's not like the people who are successful now could only ever be successful in small rooms. And I think that's what that COVID baby term you know, that's the picture it paints, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like you guys are only successful because there are no crowds and no stages. I think for the most part that's super untrue. I think there's a lot of rookies that'll transition nicely. Obviously the people like myself and B Dot and you know other people who are shining during this era. I mean, T Top stood in front of B Dot, so he knows what, you know what I'm saying. I think most people had him losing to that COVID baby.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, now you somebody
Good battle though. Good battle.
Yeah, he definitely lost that one. But you're somebody that's been on the main stage, has been in the small room. Goods, he said on our joint that the lights affect you different, everything on the main stage different. It makes you sweat, all of this stuff. Do you agree to that, or do you feel like
absolutely?
What's
Nah,
the
he's absolutely right. There's definitely a pressure associated with the big stage that you don't have in small rooms. That 1,000%.
Right.
With that said, that's both a pro and a con. I'll tell you why. Because sometimes these vets and some of these top tiers go into these small rooms without that sense of pressure and do terrible. They need that pressure a lot of times.
Right.
They need that feeling of, yo, if I don't get my rounds out, there's gonna be 3,000 people staring at me, waiting for my next word, and I'm gonna be fucking embarrassed. As opposed to going into a small room and knowing that, damn, if I forget my shit, it's gonna be like 15 people here and they battlers anyway, and you know, if I don't get through it, then you know, fuck it, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of nonchalantness the top tiers don't have with big stages. Sure. If they about to be on, you know, for the most part, if they finna be on Noma Summer Madness, you know, that pressure is enough to make them prepare more. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, it don't work for everybody still, but you know, that pressure is definitely gone in the small rooms, and I think that's what's causing, you know, for some people to be exposed out here.
Yeah, but okay. All right. You've always had a very intense sort of battle schedule, more than most, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And so to me, there are two factors here, right? Now, more people battle more frequently now anyway. You know what I'm saying? But for you, with your stock being where it is it more of a thing where I want to space some things out now? You know what I'm saying? And maybe is there, and I want you to answer, as you know, with what you just said, are there some battles that you actually want on a bigger stage that you may say no to this year just to get them in 2022 and when things open up?
That's a good question, man. It's hard for me to say because I honestly have never thought about it that way. What I will say is I'm a firm believer of striking while the iron is hot. So if there's a proposed matchup that makes sense, that I think can elevate me or bring me to a new level, or you know, if I see some type of benefit or incentive for taking that battle, you know, even if I were to feel like maybe on a bigger stage it could do more for me or it would be a better look, I would take it now.
Okay.
I would take it now. We gonna keep on building. We gonna keep this momentum going.
Yeah.
And when that era's back, we'll figure it out.
That's what the fuck I like to hear.
We'll figure it out.
I don't even want to curse. We monetizing, Chilla, but that's what I like.
even though you pick K-Shine, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't care. And I like being wrong. Yeah, but see, hold up. I'm glad that you said that. Because we're gonna talk about media too. Because there's a lot of people that had a lot of bold.
Let's talk about it.
You understand? Now, me, Tone, bro, I wear my losses. Some of the guys that I'm fans of, I became fans because they kept proving me wrong. Easy the Black Captain kept proving me wrong. I'm a fan. You got me now. You know what I'm saying? So how did you feel about the media in general? You know, how they taking your run, and do you feel like they moving the goalpost on guys
Before and
who do
after,
well
like
right?
before and after, like
Yeah,
yep.
let's talk about it.
Yeah. The switch up has been crazy. I'll tell you this. The switch up has been wild. You know, what's interesting to me is like, you know, and I said this to somebody else before, but K Shine had a really great 2020. But nobody really hit him.
Yeah, that's true.
Nobody really hit him. You know what I mean? And so whenever people, you know, were like arguing K Shine for champion of the year, or were, you know, trying to make that case, it was always weird to me, because I felt like, you know, yeah, Shine is dropping 30s, but he 30'd up like a Pat Stay that I think most people on the card would have 30'd. You know, he 30'd E-Hart, and it, you know,
Yeah,
E-Hart,
that one I was surprised about. I thought E-Hart was gonna put up a crazy fight.
yeah, me too. And you know, she was off. You know, it was an off night for her. You know, we all know how incredible E-Hart is, so you know, it was an off night for her. Chess had some shit. You know, probably the most competitive battle of K Shine's year.
Yeah, that one probably was.
You know, and then the Clips battle was like play fighting. You know what I'm saying? Like super friendly. So like, you know, when looking at my year, I was in fights all year, dog. All year.
Yeah.
All year. Twerk's first round, bananas.
Crazy.
Geechee second,
Oh,
bananas.
Oh, he tried to send you somewhere.
Yeah, yo, Geechee. I'm a Chilla fan. I'm like, damn, this is he's
Geechee second, incredible. Real Six third, crazy. B Dot's first, crazy. Look, I was standing in front of people that had every fucking intention of killing me.
Talk about it.
Every battle. Shine didn't have that in 2020, man. And that's not his fault. You know what I'm saying? It's not his fault what his opponents do. He shows up and does what he's supposed to do. And kudos to that. But it's different when, you know, when you see somebody knocking out Glass Joe, and you see somebody going 12 rounds with Tyson and Lennox and Holyfield. Like it's just it's a different type of mentality, man. You know what I'm saying? And so we get into this battle with K Shine, and he hasn't been hit in a year and a half. I come out in the first 3 bars with a rebuttal and hit him harder than he's been hit in years.
That right there, that looked comfortable with them putting a wire on you.
Yo, walk us through that. Like,
Lord,
you notice his mic is messing up. How did you know? All right, I'm gonna rebuttal this. Like, how did you plan that out?
Man, it took me a couple seconds to commit, but I, you know, at the end of the day, it's another example of me kind of like low key feeling like disrespected. You know what I'm saying? In a sense that I'm rapping and y'all send a audio technician out to fix one of our microphones in the middle of my round.
That was crazy.
You didn't tell me to stop so that you could fix the mic and I could just start fresh at the top. You didn't let me rap and then fix his before he rapped, right? There's a lot of different options that you had as a, you know, whoever made that executive decision to do that at that very moment. And my first thought was, why are y'all doing this right now? Right now, I'm in the middle of setting up one of the craziest schemes in battle rap history, and nobody is going to be paying attention to it because this guy is miking up K-Shine again. So I said, you know what? Let's address the elephant in the room. And I just hit it.
Now, what were you worried? Like, because I know the thing about rebuttals is sometimes that could throw you off with your actual content than what you came to rap. Were you worried, or you were just over prepared? Like you knew you wasn't going to stumble from the rebuttal.
I knew I wasn't gonna stumble because my whole intention anyway, when I decided to veer off of my written material, I had consciously made the decision to start at the top after the rebuttal anyway. Because again, I wanted to set up the scheme perfectly so that everybody could catch everything. Because it really, like, I mean, I don't know if you guys have rewatched it. You'll notice it, you know, when you go back though. I was at the point within the scheme, you know, I'm the one doing numbers on the screen. And then I switched.
Yeah.
I hit the rebuttal, then I went back.
Yeah.
That was crazy. Doing the one number on the streams, that was crazy.
And did it over. You know what I'm saying? So I had made the decision because of the way the scheme was set up, because I felt like people weren't even tuned in while he was getting mic'd up. I felt like, you know, at home, and obviously you don't know what's happening on caffeine when you're in the ring. I'm thinking in my head, the camera probably sees me rapping at his back, this guy micing him up on the other side. The people standing in the room are looking at K-Shine getting mic'd up. My assumption is the people on the caffeine, if Shine is in the view, are watching Shine getting mic'd up. Meanwhile, I'm 4 references into this Matrix scheme and nobody probably realizes it.
Right.
Yeah.
So you know what? I'm gonna sting you real quick. And whether it hits, whether it doesn't hit, whether it flops, I don't care, because it's gonna give me an opportunity to go back from the top and give everybody a chance to get dialed back into this Matrix scheme. So that was really the deciding factor. Was I need to run this scheme back anyway. So I'm okay if I deviate. I know I'm starting at the top of my round anyway.
Right.
I gotta hear the rest of that Matrix, the Matrix.
Yeah. You gotta do the full round.
I'm gonna put out the full how I had it initially. I had a lot of stuff that didn't make this battle. I had the Matrix scheme that lasted the full round. I think Daylight's the only one to hear the whole thing. I had the Matrix scheme that lasted damn near the whole round. I had an angle about him and Goods that was crazy. And decided to take it out just because I just preferred the other material I had, but that was originally in my third. And then I had I had a couple other like K flips and Shine flips that were kind of wild, but I don't like to overdo any one thing anymore. Like I didn't used to have that fear back in the day. I could scheme 3 rounds, I could punch 3 rounds, I could wordplay 3 rounds and not feel like it was too much. Now I have so much fun angling people, and I have so much fun scheming and punching. I like to give y'all a little bit of everything. I like for when y'all see Chilla now, y'all not just getting a plate full of schemes. Y'all getting a little schemes on the side. Y'all getting the little punches on the left. Then on the other side of the plate, you got some angles. I might throw in a freestyle biscuit for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I like that.
But I like for it to be a little bit of everything, because it also helps me to be unpredictable, man. I don't like for people to know when they standing in front of Chilla, oh, he's finna come with 3 rounds of schemes.
Right.
I always want, when people lock in with me, I want them to think, damn, how's Chilla gonna attack me?
Yeah.
Is he gonna angle me like he did B-Dot and K-Shine? Is he gonna scheme like he did with Nitty and Twerk? Is he gonna punch like he did with Wes and Sid? Like how is Chilla going to attack me? I want people to fear that, because once people can predict your approach against the right battlers, the battlers who are strategic, you're dead in the water. If I know how you're gonna attack me, you're dead before we even sign the contract.
So let me hear you already. I know you called out Kid Chaos. You won. How do you feel about everybody calling out Lux after they battle? Lux was called out almost every single battle.
I mean, I didn't want to. You know, the reason why my Lux call out wasn't as grandiose as everybody else's was, I had just done it with B-Dot at the end of the B-Dot battle. And I kind of didn't want to do it 2 battles in a row like that, so that was why I opted to shoot at Chaos instead.
Right.
But I mean, I don't know, man. I think we're at a point where I think we want to see Lux again. Whether it's with Daylight, whether it's with JC, whether it's with me, whether it's with DNA. You know, I know there's a lot of prospective matchups being talked about right now. You know, but I think we want to see Lux again, and I think to some extent we feel like, you know, Lux versus Surf. You know, I low key feel like we got cheated out of a Lux battle with that battle. You know what I'm saying?
Me too.
Wow, talk about it. Elaborate on that.
Why
do you feel like it was cheap?
Not cheap per se, bruh, but put it like this. Every time you see Mayweather, right? You want to see Mayweather for 12 rounds, or you want to see a moment, or you like it's almost like, remember you used to buy a Tyson pay-per-view and it was over in 80 seconds?
Yeah, over.
God, boy, did I waste money.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So like when you know, and I mean Tyson fought pretty often, but when you are Mayweather and we only see you once, maybe twice a year, and then when we do see you, you're against somebody who's swinging and missing their punches and getting tagged up with jabs. It's not a good fight, and it's a pretty easy win for Mayweather. And now he's gonna sit for a year and a half, and it's like, damn, if we'd have put somebody else in there with Mayweather who was gonna compete, you know, we would have sold more pay-per-views. You would have got a better fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's what I mean when I say like it was kind of almost like a waste of a Lux battle. You know what I'm saying? Because Lux is not going to take an infinite amount of battles. Like, Lux is not just out here battling for fun. He takes it seriously. He brands himself. He's very particular and strategic. So if he takes a battle and it's not a good battle, okay, we got to wait another year and a half before we see him again. You know what I'm saying? Sure. So, you know, let's make sure we're putting Lux in a ring with people who are going to try to kill him and take the opportunity seriously.
Salute to Jay Black. For $5. He's picking Lux 2-1.
That's cool. Make sure you got my name spelled right on that belt.
Wow.
Appreciate you.
Professionally, like I like that. You know what I mean? Professionally. You. Make sure you do.
Appreciate
now, okay, let's talk about Lux for just for 1 second. I have a question. Like, do you feel like you personally already sort of have an approach, or do you detect chinks in the armor with Lux? Like, what's your perspective?
Yeah. It's my game plan's figured out. My game plan's figured out.
Okay. It's figured out.
If I get Lux in a small room.
Now let me ask you a question. Okay, you see how you took K-Shine and you kind of affected the Daylight battle. If you get Lux before Daylight, you think you're gonna affect that? You're gonna affect that battle, or you think you're gonna affect Daylight approach after you get him?
I don't know, man. I don't know what Daylight's approach is gonna be. I feel like Daylight and Lux would just be a rap fest.
Yeah,
I feel like it would just be 6 rounds of some good ass rapping. I'm going to dissect Lux. I'm gonna take him apart.
What?
Surgically.
Anatomy class with the front.
Timestamp this.
Yeah. Hold on.
For sure.
What you freeze it?
Okay,
you good. You froze.
Yeah, I'm good now.
Yeah, you good now. You good.
My fault. My fault. My Wi-Fi messing up. Chilla. Dissect. What do you mean by dissect, brother? What are you talking about? You about to? Is this gonna be something we never seen before?
Surgical. He has a weakness.
Okay.
Oh shit!
I feel like if I stole Chilla's iPhone and went to the notepad section, it's work already in there. It's work. I've been around y'all to know y'all be having work in the tuck. It's work already. Okay.
Yeah, you know.
Dissect Luck now.
Dissect.
Can it be done? I think Hollow did I ain't gonna lie. I'm not really the biggest Hollow the Don fan.
Hollow did a really good job.
I think he did a really good job of breaking Luck's armor down.
Oh yeah.
He did a really good job, and he's the only one to do a really good job at dissecting him. Everybody else went in there, I think, just rappity rapping, Ars and Verb, and it was like, to prove that I can rap with Lux, I guess is some type of badge for people. I know I can rap with Lux. I don't care. I need to make people look at you differently.
Okay.
Holy
okay.
shit.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. It's a different type of motivation. Different type of
Now, I want to do this. First of all, shout out to the 342 in the chat right now. Hit the
like,
and all the good things. I'm going to put an invite in here. If you have things to say to Chilla Jones, get off the McDonald's Wi-Fi, wash your face, be respectful. We're going to allow y'all up here. I'm going to talk about 2021 really quick. Shots to other prospective battlers who are up and coming. I would like to know the criteria by which you give shots to other people, and I also want to know what ladies might be on the menu, if you will.
Respectfully, rap wise.
Yeah.
For sure.
No,
For sure. In regards to the up and comers, I mean, really, Chaos and Fonz are the ones that I want. But the criteria really for me is I just gotta see that it's worth it. I gotta see that it's worth it. With Sick, I could see that. I could see from his performance with Jay and his performance with Chaos that this kid can rap. This kid can rap. He can really, really rap. With Chaos, seeing what he did with Saga, he's worth it. He's worth it. Seeing Fonz and his performance with Av, and obviously his performances through the tournament, he's worth it. You know what I'm saying? So as far as up and comers, those are probably the ones that I would entertain in 2021 if, under the right circumstances. As far as the ladies,
let's do it.
Man, I always say Jazz, although I know Jazz doesn't take me for a big enough battle.
So you think you still right now, if you challenge Jazz, she wouldn't? Nah, she can't do that right now.
No, she won't. She won't take me. Ask her. She wouldn't.
Come on, Jazz.
She sees herself in a certain, a certain tier of like a, like a Surf, or like, she wants that kind of name.
But you're in that same tier with these guys.
Right.
I don't.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not the one you got to convince, but I respect it either way. You know what I'm saying? I rock with Jazz either way. Jazz is incredible. So I think me and Jazz style wise would be cool. I think me and Official style wise would be cool. Young Gaddis is a demon. She's damn, man. I was in the building for her in RX. She's a terror. Gaddis is a man. Gaddis is crazy. E-Hart might be my first pick, actually.
Oh, okay. Chilla E-Hart, I like it.
E-Hart might be my first pick. I love E-Hart. She's so dope. She's so dope, man. She's easily one of my favorites. I think that's probably all. Casey, I would take KCJ.
KCJ, okay.
KCJ. But yeah, I would entertain any of those matchups on a, like a future Kings vs Queens or whatever. But yeah, man, shout out to the ladies, man. I'm glad they definitely getting some love and some shine on Caffeine, and looking at the matchups that they released, man, this is a super fire card.
Hell yeah, that's Flames versus JC.
It's crazy.
One right there.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I got certain battles where I'm on the herbs, the devil's lettuce, if you will. Shout out to A-Ward. And it's certain battles. I'm gonna be honest. I know I'm not the only one. It's certain battles I don't even light it up yet. That one, I gotta light it up.
That one is 357 in the live. Please hit that like right now. Y'all bugging out. Come on now, hit the like. Come on, what's going on?
Now, what's your take on that situation? Flames, she's working. She's very lyrical and everything. I like the way the sister puts it together. What's your take on that battle, her versus JC?
If JC wants her dead, she dies.
Right.
That's just how I feel. I feel that way about a few of the matchups on there, but there's some very competitive matchups. Rock and Official, very competitive. Verb and Hustle, very competitive. Vixen, Loso, very competitive.
Verb and Hustle's gonna be competitive with the way Verb is rapping?
Yes, because Verb's views on women are gonna make this battle hilarious. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Verb's views on women are going to make this battle hilarious. He's gonna make this battle entertaining.
If he talks about his zodiac sign, and I don't know, man. If he talk about his zodiac sign one more time, one more battle.
Yo, you seen Verb and Bonnie, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That Bonnie, she's
comfortable.
Bonnie wasn't bad. She was kind of
not at all. But Verb is an asshole, man. It's gonna be a entertaining battle. I'm not saying Verb is gonna wash Hustle or win clearly or anything. I just think it's gonna be a competitive, entertaining battle, regardless of who wins. If T Top wants coffee dead, she dies.
Wow.
And then I think there's a matchup.
Why are you saying wow like that? Like that's surprising.
I'm just saying because he said this is one word in here that he says. He says wants. If he wants them dead, they dead. That to me, I don't know.
I say this, Tony, because I feel like on the first Kings versus Queens, there were some battles where the men didn't look like they wanted the women dead, like Swamp and Casey.
Sure.
I would take Swamp on 10 over Casey on 10, but Swamp didn't show up on 10, and Casey did. And she got busy. So, that's what makes me say if JC wants the win or if Top wants the win, if they are on 10 in prime form, I don't see as fire as First Lady Flames is and as dope as Coffee Brown is. I don't see First Lady Flames out punching JC, and I don't see Coffee's punches holding more weight than Top's ankles. I don't see it. I will be the first to apologize if I am wrong. But right now I don't see it.
Yeah, I would say the only woman I think could probably win on this one is probably Miss Hustle. Lady Flames. I like Lady Flames a lot.
I think Vixen got a chance with Loso. I think that's a really good
Vixen,
battle.
of course, Vixen.
That's a really good battle.
Yeah.
And I think Official got a chance with Rock. You don't think Official got a chance?
Nah.
No, really?
No.
Rock did one of Rock's craziest career games is against C3.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yo, Rock versus women. You talk about Verb versus women. Rock going a different bag against women.
You're right.
Yeah,
he was right.
Yeah. Now let me revisit something my man Maul said. He said, "Chilla, why do people forget about what you did with Saga and Prep on stage? I hate when people say you're not a main stage battler. That's 2 body bags. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is there amnesia going on? Is it just because it was early in their career when you got them?
It was because it's Saga and Prep, and the powers that be don't hold them, and I think as higher regard as they probably should be held. Saga up until maybe Gnome with Mike was on a great run himself. You know what I'm saying? He had JC, he had Nitty, he had 3 or 4 really good showings back to back. He had Cortez, he had B Dot. Saga was on a run himself, and up until Gnome, what I think was probably the favorite or a front runner for Champion of the Year at that point. But in 2015, when we had these battles, I don't think people held them at the same regard. Saga, obviously, I feel like has progressed, and Prep with his battles with JC and stuff has progressed also. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, people don't always mention that, and maybe maybe I don't get credit because it was the Gramercy and it wasn't, Webster Hall or Irving Plaza or something like that. But there was 500 or 600 people in there. It was still a stage. It was still a card with Rex and Danny and John and Tay Roc and a lot of other people. And I rocked that shit more than almost everybody else on that card. So
right.
Still applies.
Do you feel like you in your prime? Or do you feel like you this right now is your prime? Because you got a lot of good years in battle rap.
Wow.
Yes.
You feel like right now
I
is his prime.
I feel like I'm in my prime, and I'm gonna tell you why, Tony. I don't even know, to be honest. I don't know that if like on a wordplay scale.
Okay.
I don't know that my pen is in its peak as far as that goes, because I don't try to do that as much. I think I'm in my prime right now because I can battle any style battler and adjust in the perfect way to win the battle. And I couldn't do that before. You know what I'm saying? I was bar heavy, punch heavy, very heavy writer. I lacked a lot of the other tools earlier in my career. So even though my pen has carried me far and taken me places and won me battles, there were certain matchups and certain battles I would intentionally avoid because I knew they posed certain stylistic challenges for me that I could not match.
Interesting.
And to be honest with you, Shine was one.
Huh? Who I want to know who else is on that list of guys that you was like, all right.
Back in the day that I didn't want, or that I wouldn't have really taken, even if it was a good look. Calico was one. Shine is one. Goods was one. Swave was one. Is there any more than that? That's about it. But Pat Stay, those guys I felt like had either such a charisma about them or such a bully type of persona about them that I felt like stylistically going up there and rapping a bunch of fancy wordplay was not going to get the job done. And I didn't feel like at that point in my career, I was able to attack them with angles or humor or do things differently to steal the win. I can do it now. You put me in front of whoever you want, I'll figure out a way to win. I've never felt that confident in my battle rap career in terms of my ability to win and beat anybody in this culture.
Wow.
Let me my man Battle Rap Fanatic 20, that's my guy, $20. He said, I want to hear that type of talk, Chilla. Oh yeah.
That's a bet.
That's a bet.
We on bullshit.
Let me ask you a question. Do you feel you the number one battle rapper right now?
In the world. For sure.
What you think, Toe?
Yeah, I think he earned the right to say that. Look at the resume.
For sure.
That's not even.
There's other people who are obviously doing their thing, but past 12 months, who hotter than me? No way. B-Dot and Shine back to back? No way.
Talk about it.
There's nobody better in the culture right now.
Okay. And by the way, everybody, we do have the link up there. I see one brother trying to get his camera together. He's in the joint. The link for the invite is in here. And
you gotta have a camera though. You got a
cam up. This is what we do up here. You got a cam up. But what I'm gonna say is this: I feel like that's the type of energy that people want for a guy who will likely be right. We go this weekend, Polo, right? Will likely be the guy, the champion of the year. That's the energy that we need, bro, because there's so many people that get to this point and they just start, taking games off. They getting beat at different leagues. Oh, yeah, that's the other thing. Small league situations. Are we still making the runs and things like that, or is the main focus going to be?
I have obligations that were pre-COVID.
Okay.
That either I'll make up the battle or I'll send the money back or whatever. I'm not accepting any new, small league. Nah.
Wow.
No matter what the bag is.
Nah.
I like that.
Because that's not going to get me the Lux.
No. Now, this is time out. This is the thing. I agree with that, man. I feel like you shouldn't have to do all this to get the Lux, man. I feel like you did enough already. Like, what else?
What I should and shouldn't have to do, unfortunately, does not matter. I can play the game.
It's real.
Or I can be happy where I'm at.
That's real.
That's it. I know I shouldn't have to. You know I shouldn't have to. You know it should be about style and talent and deserving, and welcome to the politics of battle rap. It's not like that, bro. And unfortunately, a lot of battlers just decide they'd rather not be a part of it than to deal with the politics. For me, I know what I'm gonna do when I get there. They better do everything in their power. Whoever is in control of this whole shit, they better do everything in their power to stop me from getting there. If I get to Lux, it's over for everyone.
Yeah.
Don't let me get there. Don't let me get there. Don't let me get there.
Let me ask you a question. All right, Lux. Let's say Daylight, Danny Myers, JC, and who we could throw in for the fifth?
For Lux.
For Lux and the Lux
DNA.
DNA, perfect. DNA.
Yeah.
What's his record versus those five?
Oh.
Say the five again.
It's you, DNA, JC, Danny Myers, and B Dot.
Mm-hmm.
Or JC. B Dot JC.
Yeah.
I think he loses to Daylight. I think he loses to me. I think he beats DNA. I think he,
even with this new DNA style, gun bar DNA.
Man, DNA is dangerous.
He is. So the reason why I think Lux could beat this new DNA is because this new DNA is thriving off telling his opponents what they're doing wrong. It's hard to tell somebody who's in a superior position than you where they're failing. You know, you can talk to Lou Castro about branding and you know how to stand out, and you can talk to Av about showing more personality and you know, but Lux got Jay-Z tweeting a slogan.
Yeah, what?
All the ESPN Joe Biden ads is not gonna like I'm not gonna believe that you're in a position to tell Lux how to do anything better than, you know. So
Jay-Z don't even use the internet. He came out and tweeted that.
Right. Now, I think New DNA can win, you know, if I was to do like a full breakdown prediction. I'm just going off the top of my head, like just really because, you know, for the sake of the question, New DNA would have to take a different approach to win. It's possible, but I would, you know, off the top of my head, I got Lux beating the New DNA. I got him losing to me and Daylight. I would have him beating JC. I would have him and B-Dot would be tough. I might have B-Dot, man.
B-Dot? Nah, you being disrespectful against Luck now.
Yo.
You got him going you got him going
2 for 3.
2 for 3?
I might have B-Dot. Yeah.
Wowzers.
Yeah. I got him going 2 and 3.
It's time for Lux to step outside.
You gotta remind somebody now, because that surf battle, I don't think he scared enough people in that surf battle.
If we're gonna be real here.
I like this. Let's be real. Yeah.
Lux. I loved Lux in the third round of the 2-on-2. That is the only Lux in almost 5 years to scare anyone.
Against in the 2-on-2?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, at the third round when he turned the gray hoodie?
Crazy.
Yeah, that third round was legendary.
That Lux and the funk flex Lux.
Yeah.
That Lux is scary. The Lux versus Surf, the Lux versus Clips, the Lux versus Ars is going 2 and 3 against the lineup that you named.
Ooh.
All right, so let's say Gray Hoodie come out. Gray Hoodie, the third round versus Hollow. He comes out for all of y'all.
For all five. He come out with the Gray Hoodie work. Come on, Chilla. Don't make me get close to this camera.
Nah. Gray Hoodie Lux is different, man. Gray Hoodie Lux is if you're not all the way in your bag. I still got me in daylight. I got Gray Hoodie Lux being beat out.
What makes great? Because your breakdowns right now, the way you breaking down, your breakdowns are crazy. What makes Gray Hoodie Lux so scary?
It seems like Gray Hoodie Lux is less concerned about substance, and he's more concerned about wittiness. Like Gray Hoodie Lux is so witty and so slick with his material. He's unmatched in that facet of shit. There's nobody wittier and slicker pen-wise than Gray Hoodie Lux. When Lux gets into this persona bag where he's trying to be different characters or where he's trying to take specific angles full of substance, like all of that is cool. It's just beatable. I don't know that Lux is a better angler than B Dot. I don't know that he is.
Whoa, his third versus Calico, that's some of the best.
Yeah, 9 years ago.
But 9 years ago, that still hits right now. That's how powerful the writer was.
You absolutely right. Is he gonna do that against all five of us?
I think he'll be motivated versus you, Lux, and B Dot maybe. But JC and Danny's my guy. I don't know, man. I don't see Lux LDNA either.
Yo, I'll be honest with you. I don't think Lux is gonna be motivated against any of us but Daylight.
Oh,
why you say that? Oh, I mean, just because of the politics and
because I think Lux is still at this place where he doesn't fully understand where lyricism has gone to, and I say that in a sense, bro, of like, Lux is the creator of Lion's Den, so he holds your Arsenals, your Goods, your K-Shines, your Head Ices. He holds those guys in a certain regard.
Right.
The first time he's heard of me or JC or whatever is 2012. I don't think that Lux sees us any differently now than he saw us in 2012. I think he sees us as that's what he thinks of when he thinks of us. He doesn't necessarily know or realize or maybe even care that JC came back to URL and went on a hell of a run when he got back, or that I came back to URL and am on a hell of a run right now. I don't think he sees that. I don't think he cares. But the Daylight conversation and as long as that's been going on and with what Daylight was managed to do with Tay Roc especially, I think that reached Lux. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think what it takes, and what it's gonna take for me or JC or anybody else really, is to stand in front of a particular person on a particular card and go nuts. If me and K-Shine had happened on Summer Madness in this room and this was the outcome, it would get to Lux. It would reach Lux.
You don't think
Lux's phone would be going off right now.
You don't think Volume 7
did
did
you
that?
see what Chilla did to Shine? But I don't think it's happening now because it was a volume. And with all due respect, as fire as volumes are, and as big, as much as revered as volume cards are, there's only one known. There's only one Summer Madness, and for whatever reason, battles on those cards hold much more weight in terms of somebody's stock dropping or raising.
Man, I ain't think about it like that.
That's just what it is. I'm telling you, if me and Shine had happened on Summer Madness and had this outcome, Lux's phone would still be going off 2 days straight. Yo, you got to see Chilla, bro. He went crazy on your fellow Harlemite King. You gotta defend your, you know what I'm saying? Like, But right now, it's like
I ain't gonna lie. I think if you would have called them out in this one, like how you did Kid Chaos, I think it would have reached them. I think it would have reached them.
It's possible.
I just don't agree with this, man. I don't like how everybody got to chase Lux like this, man. Like, come on, Lux, come the fuck outside, man.
Yeah, at this point.
You know, he should be outside. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think this is the era for him to be outside. You know
I
what
agree.
I mean? You know, if you're gonna get the same or similar bag to battle in a small room where you're comfortable, where you don't have to jump into a costume or a persona, and you can just show up in a gray hoodie.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Why not? Yeah. If I, you know, and obviously I'm not Lux. If I was Lux, I would say, Daylight, JC, Chilla, strap up. I'll see y'all soon. And I would just want it Gnome, want it Summer Madness, want it to end of the year. And then I would say, now all you pen niggas, shut up. That's if I was Lux, that's what I would do.
Okay.
But you know, I don't know. It just seems like he's avoided other pens. That's just how it looks. Like the optics of it to me just looks like he's avoided other pens.
That's kind of what it looked. That's kind of what it looked like. I find it weird that everybody's calling out Lux and nobody called out Murder Mook. I feel like Murder Mook had
that is interesting.
That's
and
crazy.
I think that's on purpose too. I'm gonna be honest. Nobody want to stand in front of a third round that he gave Tay Roc. If Tay Roc wasn't who he is, that would have broke a lot of people. But let's get on that because you talk about pin work versus angle work. So what's up? What's your perspective on that?
Oh, that's a great question.
I mean, Mook is incredible. For me, excuse me, I have a closer relationship with Mook than I do with Lux, and so for me, that's just not what I'm chasing.
Okay.
However, Arsenal did call out Mook.
He did
in the Danny battle, and T-Top called out Mook, I think, versus Easy. So Mook is getting his call outs.
I just feel
they're just not coming from pins.
And you can't call out Mook and you getting your ass whipped in a battle. Like, it's like, yo, salute to Arsenal. That's my guy. But you cannot call out Mook and you getting your ass whipped by Danny Myers.
But before that, Arsenal was on such a run. But hold on. And this is what I want to get to too, right? Like you beat K-Shine. The brother ain't really lost in like 3. It's only two other guys you could say probably beat him in that time. It was Hitman and Gotti. Is the only other people I think that you could say arguably, you know, beat him. I think Hitman's not that clear. But you know what I'm saying? So if you like when people say, yo, I'm not battling him because Chilla Jones beat him or because Danny Myers beat him, you don't take that as disrespect? Because I do. I think that's disrespectful. Like he's good, but then look at the body of work.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely that would absolutely be disrespectful. Absolutely be disrespectful. He's still K-Shine. You know what I'm saying? Like he's still K-Shine. Like everybody has a bad game. Sometimes people have 2 bad games. Sometimes people have 3 bad. He's still K-Shine. You know what I'm saying? Just like Ars is still Ars, but
still Ars.
Yeah, like you know, I would definitely feel disrespected if somebody said they weren't taking K-Shine because Chilla beat him. I will beat you too. Come on,
Daylight said that.
Nah, but Daylight's trolling.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say, Polo. I said that before, Polo.
Yeah, but nah,
Daylight trolling. Daylight is saying it in a way where he's like, he wanted to be the one to stop the streak. Right. That's what it is for Daylight. Right. Daylight, you know, or at least in the blog, alluded to having had a conversation with Shine on some shit like, sit down till Gnome. And I'm gonna sit down till Gnome, and then we gonna get to work. And Shine took another battle, which was me, and then I did this. And so now Daylight's like, I don't get to stop your streak. This battle don't mean as much to me anymore.
I don't know, man. I'm just not a fan of somebody sitting down just to battle somebody else. Daylight ain't been on a 3-year run. He been retired. He came back out for one battle. He had an amazing 3 rounds, but that still don't, you know what I mean? K-Shine been working for 2 years. You can't, who are you to tell K-Shine he got to sit down? If anything, K-Shine should be the one telling you, all right, you sit down. Like what? I don't know, man. These guys different.
Battle rap is really interesting, man. Battle rap is really interesting, and that's why I said earlier, bro. Like, what should be, what shouldn't be, doesn't fucking matter, man. Like you gotta, if you have an objective, you have to just figure out how to get to your objective, bro. Right. Fuck what I should have to do or shouldn't have to do. If I know I want to get to Lux, and I gotta do things a certain way to do it until I decide that I don't feel like going after Lux anymore, that's what I'm gonna do.
Right. Okay. We gotta listen. 400 in here. Everybody hit the like. Thanks everybody for tuning in. We got a call. We're gonna add him in. My man.
Definitely gonna do that.
CJ.
Appreciate the time, bro. You know what I mean? This has been very dope. We're gonna add CJ in here to ask his question and everything like that. CJ.
What's going on, everybody? What's going on?
What's good?
Yo,
what's shaking, boy? On with Chilla Jones. What up?
I wanted to say, Chilla, bro. I was one of those supporters of the culture, bro, who was like kind of edging it to K-Shine, bro. And I just wanted to say you made a believer out of me, bro. And I appreciate you, man, for your improv, bro, your sense, your professional sense.
Yo, bro. I don't mean to stop your wisdom, but you got the background on, G. We can hear it.
CJ in here to ask his question and everything.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Good, bro. Go ahead. Do your number.
I was tripping. Did you get that, Chilla?
A little bit. Say that again for me, though.
Well, I was saying, bro, I just want to say how you handled that mic situation, bro. That was you kudos on that, most definitely. And I did a little animation, bro, where on my channel, bro, where I threw some kudos your way, props your way too. But I just want to say with the Kid Chaos situation, when you call him out, did you think that was a situation where you have like JC who had called out Lux and other people who called out Lux? Did you call out Kid Chaos to kind of work your way up to Lux instead of calling out Lux, not to make yourself look some type of way if you don't get Lux?
Nah, I mean the reason why I wasn't emphatic with the Lux call out was because I had just did it with B-Dot, and I just didn't like. I'm not someone like I don't want to call out Lux every time y'all see me.
Right,
like, right. Y'all know I want Lux. Everybody knows I want Lux, right? And so I'm not gonna call him out every time y'all see me on URL. Sometimes I'll call out Tay Roc. Sometimes I'll call out Kid Chaos. Sometimes I'll call out Lux again in 3 battles from now. But I didn't want it to be such a repetitive thing that you guys are like, all right, Chilla, we get it. You want Lux. Right, you said it versus B-Dot. You said it versus this person. Okay, we got it. You want Lux. Stop telling us that. Like, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Should I have ended the battle with the Kid Chaos call out? Maybe not. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it was better in the middle of the round.
It was smart, Chilla, because now you got a situation to where if they talk about this URL versus the new era, you can get Chilla. You see what I'm saying? And have it a main event. You see what I'm saying? That's just the way my mind works when I see a situation like that. Because with your name and with you even having a chance of winning the champion of the year, this is good leverage right here at the end of the day. You see, you went in, you did your thing, and now people go back. I went back and looked at you with Geechee Gotti. You see what I'm saying on the roof, goddamn it, just to be like, damn, did I miss something? So it's most definitely giving you that replay value of the content that you put to a shine.
Right, and also speaking to the Chaos call out, I want that to be something that people anticipate. Man, I'm still from the school of storylines and building up matchups and building anticipation. And so, me calling out Chaos isn't saying I want to battle you next month. You know what I'm saying? I'm not demanding that he drop everything he's doing and come see me right now. But it's my way of saying, I see what you're doing. Keep putting in work and we gonna cross paths. You know what I'm saying? It was a very respectful kudos shout out to an up and comer that I think is doing this thing right now.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Salute, thank you. Thank you.
Appreciate it, man.
Salute,
Tony,
CJ.
bro, man. Appreciate it,
bro.
man.
Yeah.
Bro, You have a blessed one, man.
Hey,
You too,
CJ,
bro.
drop your
Appreciate you.
joint and drop the YouTube link in the chat. I would love to see it. I would love to see the, you know what I mean, see the work. Polo.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Check all day, most definitely, bro.
Yeah,
Y'all be good.
yeah. Do that. Yo, Polo, you a fool, bro. I knew as soon as I said drop your joint, you was gonna
That was
gonna
crazy.
be crazy. I knew it was
No, that was crazy.
you can't trust these Brooklyn. You gotta watch a vernacular around them. You know
Before I'm gonna let you get, I'm gonna ask you one more question. We got a donation from Craig. I cannot pronounce that last name. I don't want to butcher your name. Ask Chilla if he's I don't know what kind of question this is, if he's upping his prices after the body bag. Of course he is.
It's up.
Of course he is.
Yeah.
It's up. Because now I got to start charging URL for these patented leather bags. It costs me a little extra to get them right. So
hey, Chilla, before you dip out of here, man, you got your boy Thomas Brady in the Super Bowl, brother, for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I know you conflicted as a Patriots fan.
No, I'm not. Go Bucks.
But I need to know.
Go Bucks.
That's how I feel. I'm a Patriots fan. That's how I feel.
Go Bucks.
Go Bucks.
I want Brady to win. That's my dog.
Giant slap in the face to Robert Kraft and Belichick.
That's not. That's my dog. That's my dog. I bet you Belichick and Kraft want Brady to win it. I bet you.
Right.
You know, right. I can't speak for all the Patriots Nation. I'm sure there's a lot of Patriots Nation that's like, fuck him, fuck the Buccaneers. Man, Tom Brady has done so much for the region of New England in terms of our confidence. The reason we can talk shit the way that we do when it comes to this sports shit.
Yeah.
I can't be mad at him because, you know, the Patriots didn't want to pay him how he wanted to be paid. And what's he supposed to do? He's supposed to just retire. He's supposed to take a short again, like he's been taking for 18 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I get it realistically. And at the end of the day, man, I love the way Tom Brady, you know, moves as an individual, how he carries himself. He's not in a whole bunch of scandals, a whole bunch of different things, you know, outside of the Deflategate and all, you know, all that football related stuff that may or may not have happened or have been true. But I mean, like outside the, you know, the football field, like he's not doing a bunch of bullshit or anything like that. So I'm definitely a TB12 fan to the end. So I hope he gets ring number 7. I hope he puts it on his middle finger and rides off into the sunset.
Give me the final score of the Super Bowl.
Oh, it's gonna be a shootout. It's gonna be 44-38.
God damn.
I say 44-38.
I hope it's one of those because that Eagles Patriots. I'm sorry, we got y'all that one time. The Eagles Patriots.
You did.
Wow.
Crazy.
500 yards and a loss is crazy.
Crazy.
That was a crazy game.
That was one
crazy. Yo, a Super Bowl with Brady is always crazy. Whether it's that one, whether it's the Falcons joint 28-3 comeback, whatever it was, whether it's the Giants losses was even crazy.
Right.
The Rams win was crazy. Every Super Bowl with Tom Brady, man, usually comes down to the last 2 minutes. And now you got Mahomes on the other side.
I don't know, man.
You can't pay. You couldn't have picked a better, higher rated, more watched Super Bowl choice than these two teams.
Definitely. Okay. All right, I see what's going on. Polo, you have one thing?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm trying. Let me hear one of them throwaway Chilla bars, man.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
What for Shine?
Yeah.
I don't know if I got. Give me a second. I don't know if I got any committed to memory. Or one of the joints I had for with Goods was something. It was something like 5'5", walking around like I'm a big dog. I'm grown. Going back and forth with Goods about money. Getting your shit talking on. Ever since you went something you ain't been good since. Better leave that slick talk alone. Something like that.
Oh, slick talk alone.
Something like that.
I like that.
That's part of I had a whole 8-12 bar Goods angle about him going back and forth with Goods and Goods kind of sunning him and shit. But I just ended up not, I didn't feel like it was as potent as the other material that I had. And I didn't want my rounds to be dumb long. I really tried to keep my rounds to under 320. So, I didn't include it. But that was why, with B-Dot, I asked for the 4 minutes because I had so much crazy shit that I wanted to say to him that I was like, man, there's no way I'm gonna get all of this off in 3 minutes and 30 seconds. But yeah, that's like one of the throwaways. I'm gonna do like a whole, like how Hollow do the dirty batch.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do like a, I'm gonna give the whole Matrix round out. Probably on my caffeine, and then I'm gonna actually do a bar breakdown for all 3 rounds too.
That's fire.
That's fire, definitely.
Yeah.
That. Yo, Chilla, we gonna get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the time you giving us and everything like that.
Of course.
We gonna give you the ISO screen to shout out what you need to shout out to let the fans know what time it is and things like that. And we gonna get everything moving. All right.
Absolutely. It's your boy Chilla Jones. Follow me on Twitter at Chilla Jones, Instagram Chilla Jones, or for all things Chilla Jones, www.chillajones.com. Be tuned in. Music on the way. Salute to Jones Inc. And be on the lookout for that next matchup, man.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Where you at? Oh, there you go.
Oh yeah. I'm here. We dialed in, Jones, man. But I want to congratulate you on a great year, starting off the top of this year the right way with the right mentality, bro. It's long overdue, in my opinion, the respect that you've been given. But you came through and you took that respect from the people who didn't want to give it up, and that's right there. That's the mark of a true champion in this whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
thank you, bro.
Regardless of whatever title you might get, whatever accolades come your way, you can't deny what you just did. King of the Dot, we ran that. Then we came over to the other side.
Ran it up. Ran it up. What can I do?
Nothing else to do.
Nothing else to say. Jordan shrug, right?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? That's what we on, but now let's see if we can take it up a notch this year a little bit.
If last thing, if Luck doesn't answer by the summertime, man, don't sit on the shelf and wait for him, man. Get back out there.
Get to that one.
Nah, we gonna see what's up with Roc.
Okay. Oh yeah, I like that.
We gonna see what's up with Roc.
But hold on, wait, damn. If Roc takes a clear loss on the King and Queens, you still interested in that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because he took 2 losses last year and it didn't really affect him. I don't think it really affected him like that.
Still Roc, man.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I'm saying. Like losing is one thing. There's some people to me where I feel like it. Even if they lose, they've put in so much work that a win over them still means something. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, Roc is one of them. Roc is one of them. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So yeah, even if he clearly loses to Official, that's still smoke I want. And honestly, he may be more dangerous if he loses clearly to Official, because he might have a hold. He might be on some. I ain't finna lose 2 in a row.
Well, one thing he said that the crowd has been taken out of his last 3 performances. He said if you give him any mini crowd, whoever it is, he's bodying them. So. Kings and Queens, he might go crazy on Official with a crowd.
I expect him to go crazy on Official. But I expect Official to show up with some shit also. I thought Ars got her, but I don't know, man. I feel like Official and Roc is gonna be a little personal, maybe. It's gonna have a little, you know what I'm saying, like a little personal feel to it. So you never know what's gonna, what's gonna happen, but. Yeah, I expect Roc to go crazy in this one. For sure.
All right. That's what's up, man. Yo, salute to Chilla, man. I'm gonna be watching you this year again. Yeah.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate y'all.
Yes,
word
sir.
up. And word up. Be safe out there too. It's snowing on this side of the country,
man. It's snowing over here for sure.
Yeah. Get that shovel out, man. Stretch before you do it. We hurt our backs doing that. Lower lumbar is important.
That's a fact.
But salute, Jones. Until next time, all right?
Salute, bro. Appreciate y'all, man.
No doubt. Salute to Chilla Jones. Salute to the entire chat, everybody that's been tuned in and everything like that. Let us know what y'all think, man, about this run. We're not going to underestimate what just happened. That man came over from KOTD as the champion and went against all the top brass that we cheer for, A lot of us had him losing in matchups. He came through and he showed and proved. And that got to be applauded. You know what I'm saying? So that is what it is. Hope y'all check out this interview. I hope y'all liked what we doing up here, man. I really appreciate the support. Polo, we've been getting a lot of support on these interviews and these things like that. So y'all like continue to see that stuff like that, man. And we always say hit the like because it does help our content get seen. If y'all like this content as much as y'all say y'all like it, hit the like button. More people gonna see it. All right.
Yes,
now, so we are going to take a break. We're gonna come right back, right? We're gonna come right back.
We'll do a little show. Come right back.
Come right back because we got some things we want to address. You know what I mean? We're gonna talk about the late great Kobe Bryant. We're gonna talk about media and battle rap and some of the lines and decorum that needs to be set in this whole thing, right? So we're gonna talk about that as well because I think it's a much needed conversation for the top of the year. But salute to y'all. Don't go nowhere. Go roll whatever you got to roll up. Get your dope beverage ready and be ready to chime in with us. But till then, Black Compass Media.
Yes, sir.
We up out of here. Peace.